name is Sudhir Nagar, and thank you to all the leaders, who's already done an excellent job. Eric and Lucy, Eric and Mary, Raza, Frank DeLeo, my man. There are so many of them, right? But the topic which I have to connect and talk about is prospecting, why and how, right? One of the important part, we have learned so much things about social media ethics, belief, present things and how to do things, how to get a promotion. But one of the main ingredients is prospecting, because in our business, all we don't have we don't have in a shop. All we have is people, right? So when you're in a people business, right, when you're prospecting, number one is power of warm market. The main important part is power of warm market. The reason why, because a lot of people come in and what they do is they make a prospect list, but very small one, right? So I'm going to talk about why it is important. So when you're preparing a prospect list, number one, you have to get excited. When you're compiling your prospect list, what are your mindset, right? That is also important. Lower law of instruction. What does that mean? I joined in 2014 in WFG, and I was told that you're going to do what? You're going to write down, right, your market. And he says, you only have to write 100 names. And then out of 100 names, we're going to make sure that we're going to find out 25 names, right, which are ready to do business with you. But that's called a lower law of instruction. You're just being told to write down 100 names. What I want to talk about is this: higher law of inspiration. When you're building a prospect list, one of the important part is, what is the language of helping people? Can we not talk about crusade, that we are helping people, get out of debt, make some extra income, have a business opportunity, get a new career? All those things are a little bit more, right, is a higher law of inspiration. Language of better life. When you're talking to new people, when you're prospecting, when you're meeting people outdoors somewhere, talk about your life, how this business has impacted you. That is so much important. Again, building a business, right, in your natural market is also important. Why? Because you have to not only build a list, but you have to build a dynamic list, right? You have to grow your prospect list every single day and night, right? Continue flow chart. How do you think, right? If you think that if you have a lot of people coming in your business, right, some of them will stay, some of them will stay for longer, some of them will go out. It doesn't matter. What makes difference to your business is that how many people they keep coming, because inventory you have to keep adding. Otherwise, eventually you have nobody left, right? Make it a way of life. A lot of people I know in this business, that what they do is they think that, I prospected yesterday, so I don't have to prospect today. Or I did 5 names, so what am I going to do? I'm going to talk to those people, and while I have those lists. No, you continue prospect, but you still do your business, right? Learn through practice. A lot of new people come in the business, even old people sometimes, because when I was new in the business also, right, all I wanted to do was learn from it. But guess what I did? As soon as I joined, within the first month, I recruited 22 people, right? Personally, between me and my wife, we have already, recruited 23 people personally, right? Because I wanted to make sure learn. So for people who are new here, right, when you're talking to a warm market, right, you don't have to worry about your reputation, because you're talking to your loved one, right? Drop by, stop by. My whole entire WFG business, which I built, was by drop by, stop by. Because I came from England, right? When I came to United States in 2000, I opened a restaurant, didn't have a huge market. So when I came to Atlanta, when I started Amway and then I started WFG, right? The drop by, stop by, right, was the only way I can build my business, because all I had was 15 people who I knew, and I ran out within like first 10 days, right? So I understood that I have to build my list continuously, again and again and again, if I want to do a good business. Make a practice of fun. Do not get discouraged because somebody says no to you. No doesn't mean no. No, it means that the next person is going to say yes to you, right? What are the 3 things you need to know, right? And these are not small thing, big thing. Prospecting. What are you doing when you're prospecting? Are you thinking that you're making a positive impact on the people? Right? If you think that you are, making a positive impact on people, then I guarantee you will not feel bad talking to people, right? When you're inviting people, right? A lot of time when we invite people, we are not excited, right? We just say, hey, you know what, I just started a business and I want to invite you. No, right? When you talk about it and have some passion, make sure that when you're talking to them, right, they intrigue. Oh my God, what does Sudhir, what is he on, right? I want to know what he's doing. And that's when you arrange a meeting, right? And once you arrange a meeting, all you have to do is recruit. Now, how would you recruit? You have, obviously you have to present an opportunity. A lot of time when we are, especially for the new people, right? And even, like when I joined, I always made sure that I went to my appointment 5 minutes, 10 minutes early. I was always ready, regardless of what happened, whether my trainer is there or not. I always make sure that I'm there, right? When you're prospecting, one of the important part is a lot of people worry too much about it. Oh my God, you know what? I talked to 5 people, and what happened if they don't do the business? Oh, this guy is a professional. What happened if he says no? Who cares, right? Some will, some won't. So what? You have to make sure that your inventory is keep going up and up, right? And as long as you talk, they always says that thou I shall talk, right? Thou I shall open my mouth. And again, if you don't open your mouth, what will happen? You will have no prospecting. If you have no prospecting, that means you have no business. If you have no business, you have no promotion. If you have no promotion, there's no money, right? No money, no honey, right? Be sincere. When you're talking to people, when you're prospecting, really be sincere and interested in people's life. A lot of time I've seen people talking to people and say, hey, oh, what a beautiful child, or what a beautiful person. But really, do you really mean it? Or do you just say it for the sake of contacting? Don't do that, because this business, people will figure out, very soon. Ask question. A lot of time what we do is that we don't ask enough question to find out what they want to do, right? Talk about the job situation. Hey man, how is your job? I heard that recently there's a lot of IT people have been late from the job. How is your security, right? Appropriate question about their family, the recreation of what they are doing is also important, right? Be a good listener. Prabjit talked about it, that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. But a lot of time what we do is we talk too much, or we vomit everything what we know about business, right? But we have to relax about it, right? Because all you want to do is building a relationship with people, and that's the only way they will give you information which you're looking for. So eventually you will have the prospect which you're looking for, right? Ask question. Hey, do you have a business card? And if they have, hey, can I have one? And maybe you can give them yours too. But let's say if they say, no, I don't have I don't have a business card. Sometimes people don't give you a business card either, right? Because they don't want you to talk to them again, right? Then ask them, what is your number, right? Write down the number and just tell them, hey, let me give you a call. So, hey, John, let me give you a call so you have my number, right? So now you know that they don't give you a wrong number. Because when I was in Amway, a lot of time I remember that people gave me a wrong number, right? And we ought to get out. So what do I say to them? Hey man, you know what, let's do one thing, let's go out and meet sometime for a coffee or something. I think we need to talk a little bit more, right? Best advice, don't try too hard, because all you're doing is you're stressing yourself, right? Because you're trying to prospect, right? Obviously, what do you do for a living? This is the question we all ask, right? Whenever you meet somebody, we always ask. So when somebody asks you about a question, what do you do in the business? All I'm going to say, hey, you know what? I'm in the financial industry. We do insurance and investment. Now, obviously, every person can talk different way, but there was other things I also talk about. Hey, our company focuses on working with family, right? We sit down on a kitchen table and talk about the issues, what they have, and help them with the solution. Oh, great. Awesome. Right. I love working with people, right, who needs help the most, right? So whatever works for you, right, that's what you have to use, right? Hey, my company is doing extremely well. We got more than 2,000 licensed agents within a short period of span. And they said, oh, really? Which company it is? Oh, great. I like I like that, you want to know more. Let us set up a meeting, a quick, maybe about 20-minute, call sometime within, next week. Is Monday or Wednesday good? And they said, oh, Wednesday is good. Okay, great. 5 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Give them a time span so they know that, you're serious, but they also have a chance to give you the time what you're looking for, right? Talk about the success story in the industry, how your company is taking over a lot of old businesses. There are a lot of businesses out there, a lot of brokerage companies out there, right? But they are old and dinosaur type, right? They are not changing because they know that they're making good money. Why should they change, right? We want to change. I love building a business and doing something what I believe. What about you, my friend? Right? Do you believe what you're doing? Would you like to do something what you believe in, right? Helping folks and helping your family and all those things are also important. One of the other things I also talk about is getting an appointment, right? When I have an appointment, or when my team member have appointment, I always tell them, hey, can you give them a follow-up contact, right? Give them a, give them a text message or a call, say, hey, you know what, I'm just reminding you, for the meeting what we have, right? Get your thought organized. Whenever you have a meeting with somebody, don't just go, oh yeah, I'll go and talk about, whatever I want to talk. No, you have a reason. Either are you going to prospect them, or have a meeting, either you want to recruit them or you want to sell something. So have your thought process right ready, so you know what to talk. The best thing you can do is strengthen the relationship. Even they buy today or they don't buy today, right? It doesn't matter. But if you have a strengthen the relationship, I guarantee, maybe not today, but tomorrow they will give you a business, right? Keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid, right? And brief. When you're talking to the people, when you're making an appointment, don't give them too much information. When they say, oh man, I love that you want to know a little bit more, I have to run, but can we set up a, next Zoom meeting with my, let's say, if you know what to do, then it's fine. But if you don't know, and if you want your ED to help you, or SM to help you, set up a meeting with them, right? What do you love the most about your business? Talk about your business, which is also very important, because you need to know that your business is the one, which is going to be good, right? So again, when we are doing this, right, not only I am talking about my business, what we do, our opportunity, but I also want to talk about that, hey, the next appointment, you have to be an appointment maniac. Every time you see a person, whether they walk about 6 foot away from you, that is your prospect. And you have to think about that every person will join my business or buy something from me, right? Time to show your conviction that yes, I believe in this business, I believe in experience, I believe in my leadership, I believe the product and services what we have. Believe me, you will have a result. What is the right mentality, right? Every mentality is right, but the thing is, you have to ask this question: do people need your help? Absolutely. Absolutely, people need your help, because you know that debt is increasing higher and higher, whether you are in America or in Canada. So people need, right? People are not happy with the job. People need more extra money because they want to give something to the family. Are we servicing them? Absolutely. Are we looking for those people, right? Ryan talked about that. Are you looking for people who are looking for you, right? Do people need the opportunity? Absolutely. Do you want to make difference in your life? I mean, this is most important. The reason why I joined this business, when I came in 2009, right, beginning, I had 3 jobs. I was working full-time with the bank. I was working part-time with H&R Block, and I was also working part-time with Marriott Hotel at night, right? So I was looking to change my life, because I hated to work at night. If you don't care right now for the community, hey, it's okay, right? Because all I wanted to make sure that I make $1,000, so I don't have to work at the hotel. Other things, do you want a better life? Who doesn't, right? Who doesn't want a better life, right? Build a new friend habit. That means you want to make sure that more and more friends you have, more and more referral you're going to get. And my goodness, get good at it. If you get good at it, it's going to be awesome for your business. Okay, so if you think that you are building an executive director structure, right, make sure that if you write 100 names, if you think that I'm going to give you 63,000 per person, like per 100 name you write down, right? How would you do that? You would write so many names. ED, let's say if ED production is $25,000, 14% override, that's about 3,500. 3,500 times 12 is 42,000 a year. 42,000 times 10 ED, which is $420,000. If each ED stays with you for 15 years, that means you got $6.3 million. Divided by 100 name, what you write down, that means every person is $63,000 worth. Now you know how many people do you know, right? Start from Texas. Let's say if you're in Texas, right? Then look about the neighborhood states like New Mexico, Oklahoma, Arizona, all those states, plus the people who live in it, right? But right at the end of the day, right, what you have to do is your business. Thank you for your time. All I want to say, the last thing is, remember, freedom is the key to a happier life. My name is Sudhir Nagar. I love my team, and I'm happy that my wife is in the business with me. Thank you so much, everyone. Love you.
Hey, if you like this video or any of the other videos that I have on my channel, stay tuned. We have so many more coming, but I want to make sure that you're in the know, that you know when they're coming. So please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and make sure you hit the notification bell.